I just shot a Nina Park inspired makeup look because one of you asked for it, and I think I really like how the makeup turned out. Hello, I hope you're doing really well. Welcome back to the vlog. It's been a while since I made one of these. Today is a very exciting day. I am getting myself ready to go on a trip with Nexus, and I'm gonna be recording some bits and pieces of the whole trip. It's my first brand trip of the year, so yay. We are gonna be going to Delhi and then to Jaipur and then just spending one evening in Jaipur and then coming back, because the whole point of the trip is to be on the train, which is called Palace on Wheels, which is supposed to be really fancy and really decked out by the brand as well. So I'm excited to see what they have in store for us. Yesterday I didn't vlog much because I had to make sure all of my content was prepped and ready to go for when I wasn't here. And as I told you in a previous vlog, I hired someone, so she was also here helping me to get all of that done. And today I've just spent the morning washing my hair, doing my everything routine, but also shooting it, because the last minute I decided I wanted to do like a reel of like getting ready for the airport so that the content flows nicely into the trip, and also just in case one of the collabs that we're planning, there's some issue that comes up with that, then I need something to go up in place, stuff like that. So yesterday basically was like the back end day, and right now I just have to eat and then I have to go to the airport. That's it. So let's go. This room is so fancy, and obviously I put food all over my clothes, so I had to use my jacket to like hide it. But this is so beautiful. So I've just been chilling in the hotel room because there's no specific agenda for tonight on the itinerary. I ordered some room service. I had some tea and some hummus, and I think the hummus had too much of the sesame paste that they used to put in the hummus, because since then I've had like acidity, and I've just requested the hotel now to get Jellysil. This is the not so glamorous side of being on a brand trip that I feel like also needs to be talked about. Yeah, I'm just here. I haven't even left the room. I refuse to, because it's also like so bad, the pollution outside, and it's kind of cold, and I'm saving up my energy for tomorrow, because tomorrow is going to be really packed and I have to shoot a lot of stuff and just like be social and things like that. So I'm just in my hotel room. I am gonna focus on feeling better, sleeping early, so that I can have a good day tomorrow, good, productive, social day tomorrow. Let's do our skincare. This is all of my toiletries other than makeup that I bring with me mostly on all the trips I go. This is the same bag I just like carry with me, and some of these I just refill and bring it with me. Like this body wash can, I just fill with whatever body wash I have on hand and just bring it with me. In one of the PR packages, I think this brand I'm from sent us like some minis. So I just travel with it. This is a toner. I'm not gonna do anything crazy, to be honest, just like moisturizer and toner, I think, and lip balm, obviously. Thinking if I should do a sheet mask just because I'm like in a hotel room and I feel very glam. I think this is like a small container of my beloved Laneige Cica sleeping mask that I carry with me, so let's just use this. Oh, then maybe I can't do sheet mask after applying this, can I? It's a sleeping mask, but for me, I use it as a moisturizer. Also, I was in Tira the other day and I saw that they've reformulated this. I think one of you commented and asked me about the reformulation, and I only found out through that comment and then subsequently from seeing the new box at Tira, and I'm very sad to say that it does not compare. My heart is truly broken because nothing soothes my skin like this mask. The new one is thicker and doesn't even smell the same. This has a very specific Sika smell, and the new formula doesn't even have the smell. So I'm actually deeply, very, very upset. I contemplated buying two or three and hoarding the old one, but I don't know if that will be very smart because I have so many other moisturizers also that I need to get through. This is my lip balm that I've carried with me. Obviously, the IndieWire Dewy Lip Treatment. If you watch my previous videos, you know that I hurt my tooth. It's doing better. I mean, at least the pain has stopped. Here it was hurting a lot, which is where I fell for a while. Now it's fine. That's it. I'm just gonna get in bed, read my book. I've been reading so many like existentialist, very like nihilistic books in the month of Jan. I don't know why. I've just been choosing that type of book, and so I went on ChatGPT and I told it all the books I read so far in Jan, and I gave my rating of each of it, and I asked it to suggest something for me to read next that's like more like on the lighter side and more hopeful. Um, I post my reading updates, by the way, on my Instagram story, and also I don't post it on Goodreads, but I'm sure if you follow me, you'll see me rating my books as I read. And ChatGPT suggested Amor Tolls. Is that how you say his name? I'm not sure. But ironically, when I was scrolling through my Kobo, I was thinking I should read one of Amor Tolls' books, and it suggested actually Gentleman in Moscow, but I don't have that downloaded, and I don't have a way to download it right now, so I made it choose between Rules of Civility and Table for Two, and it suggested Rules of Civility. I've successfully secured the goods, so I'm gonna have some of this now. This is gonna save me now, I feel. But yeah, skincare is done. I'm gonna have this, read my book, and just take it easy for the rest of the night because tomorrow is gonna be hectic. But I'll take you along for as much as I can. guys. I just took a nice nap. I think it was like a half an hour nap. But yeah, this is the second segment of the day wherein there is a gala dinner type situation in the City Palace in Jaipur. And the train is headed to Jaipur. So yeah, I just have to get myself ready quickly for that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So far, I feel like my thoughts on this Palace on Wheels is I'm shocked that it's a train. Like it feels as if I'm in a hotel room. We are moving all the while when I'm like napping and having such a fancy lunch and chilling with all these people shooting content. We are on the tracks, like moving. It's so trippy, but it's so cool. I just am prepping my skin to do my makeup. I think my makeup is gonna be very simple. I've ordered a cup of chai. I'm gonna have that, do my makeup, play some music, chill, and yeah, just focus on having a good time and getting the content I need to get.
I would reach for in different one singular thing at once. I'm gonna lay out a good foundation for a strong.
I'm good, how are you? That was like max capacity. They couldn't have had more than. Hello, I got back from the trip a couple of days ago. Since then, I've been doing some low key work bits, and every time I'm near my period, like in my luteal phase, I start feeling really anxious. The past 3 days, I feel like I've been in that mind space, so I've been trying not to overload myself. Um, but yesterday, I spent like the whole day decluttering. I did this, I think, end of 2023, and then I didn't, no, 2024, and then I didn't do it in 25, but I wanted to do it in 26, like at the start itself, but I kept procrastinating. But finally, yesterday, I was like in my anxious headspace. I was like, I need something to do. So I decided to declutter. I'm glad I did because I feel better about it. Yeah, later I'm gonna also declutter my products and go through all the PR stuff and see if I don't want stuff, make different piles and all. I started rewatching The Great. It's like my favorite show ever, probably. And that was really nice. It was the one time in the day where I was like focused on the TV and not overthinking things or feeling anxious. So that was nice. And I also left my hair curly after washing it yesterday. I think I really like switching between this blow dry to curly look. I think it also is good for my hair health, if I'm being honest. Because when you're curly, you put a lot of hydrating things and creams and stuff, and I feel like that restores your hair health a lot. Today, I did some work stuff in the morning. I spoke to my manager, and since after I did those work things, I've just been reading my book. I took a nap, even though I literally woke up so late anyway. And I've just said to myself, the only thing I'm gonna do today is work out because it's my first workout with my trainer after a whole month. I took more than a month actually. I took a proper break because since I started getting my neck pain, I hadn't stopped working out. So I thought I should really just stop it, stop everything, Pilates, weights, everything, and just do the neck exercise the physio gave me. And now my neck is much better. So today I'm gonna have my first session with him, and I really hope it goes well. I'm like feeling nervous because I haven't moved my body in that way in a while. Hello from iPhone camera and from my living room. I wanted to do a small check-in because I didn't vlog much today, but it's only because today is a work day, and as I said, like the person I've hired was here today, and we spent the whole day prepping, shooting, editing, and scheduling a bunch of videos. So there wasn't really much for me to vlog per se. Because I've had this person now, I finish my work actually at like a decent hour, so it gives me a lot of free time in the evening, which I use to read, watch something on the TV, and yeah, just relax. And today I woke up so early, so the plan is to get to bed really early. And I'm trying to develop a habit now of waking up early and going for a walk. So I'm hoping to do that tomorrow again. I hope you're enjoying the vlog. I'm trying to be very truthful about what I'm actually doing every day and not trying to like manipulate the vlog and make it seem like I'm doing so many things, because that's just not true. Like, I spend most of my days at home just working and doing like workout and nothing else. Like, some days I barely even leave my house. Hello, good morning. It's a Wednesday. I'm supposed to have my vitamin D tablet. I just remembered every Wednesday I have to have it. But anyway, I have had such a slow start to the day. I'm trying to wake up early and go for a walk every day. Feel like I need a little bit more movement because I spend so much of my day just sitting. So I did that, then I had a shower, then I had a good breakfast, and I've been trying not to start my work until a certain time because I want to continue having like a set working hour or schedule even on the days when the person who I've hired is not there. I want to like have it be just a routine thing that I start work at this time and end at this time. I thought it'd be really interesting for me to like take you through my work day and actually tell you the things I'm doing as I'm doing them. So I don't know if it's of interest, but I just think it'll like show you what I actually do when I say I'm working and doing content things. I haven't sat at my desk in so long, so it's actually quite nice to be here. I'm gonna first plug in my laptop to this monitor because I already had neck pain and I was really suffering with it. I got this monitor, my brother set it up for me. So I basically plug my laptop into this and use this as like an extended display, and I also have a keyboard and a mouse which is supposed to ensure that I sit in like an upright proper posture when I am using these things like the laptop. First things first is I'm gonna write a to-do list for the day, which is usually how I start every single work day because it really clarifies what I need to do for that day. So usually on a Monday or a Tuesday, or whenever I run out of my content ideas, I sit and think of like what I want to post on what day of the week, and I make like a tentative plan of the content I want to post for that week or month or however long I plan it for. I like go to my schedule, which is this Excel sheet, and I see what all things I need to prep. And that's how I'm able to like stay consistent and stay on top of like a certain schedule. I feel I post quite often. Along with my actual physical to-do list, I also have a digital one. All of this planning, by the way, is done on the native Apple Notes app. If you go on your Notes app, you'll see this option. This is just a checklist option. So I just kind of like categorize my tasks according to like work, personal, whatever it is. Once I write my to-do list in paper, I also write it digitally because that makes it easier for me to just check in after every task and make sure that I'm on track for like all the things I need to do that day. Basically, the native notes app syncs into my phone. Every time I like make a change here and I'm connected to the same Wi-Fi on both my phone and my laptop, all the changes I make on my to-do list appear here as well. Even my content schedule gets updated as I update it on my laptop. That's the system that I've been following for like years now, and I realized I've never spoken about it or given any insight about it. So yeah, hopefully this is helpful if you're a content creator or even just like to plan your own personal tasks. Notes app on Apple is really great. You should try it out. Yeah, that's a quick like run through of how I plan my day. Now I'm actually gonna sit down and plan the day. Oh my god, also, I forgot to mention, and I picked up the camera actually because I wanted to tell somebody this. I'm reading this book called Rules of Civility, as I told you, and ironically, I just watched a Netflix show about Bonnie and Clyde. I don't know why. It was some like movie called The Highwaymen. I watched it literally like day before yesterday, and it's about these like mobsters, gangsters that used to operate around 1930s and 40s, something like that, 35, 36. And this book is set around that time, and literally like the main character mentions Bonnie and Clyde in this, which I was like, wow, what is this like coincidence? There's a fun little tidbit you didn't ask for. But now let's actually sit and plan the day. Okay, so this is my main like to-do list planning notebook. This is what my computer system looks like when both are pulled up. So I'll usually have on this like the main app that I'm using, whether it's like Final Cut Pro, which I use to edit my videos, and then I'll have like additional things open on this. Basically, it's like very helpful, is what I'm saying, having two screens. So, the first thing already for the day that I've done is shot my morning routine. It's still a little bit ongoing because I need to shoot like one more clip of me like planning my day and then sitting at my desk as like the outro for that reel. So I've been doing that all morning. I have made my to-do list of the day, and I'm just going to tell you a few of the things I have to do. First thing is I have to reply to all YouTube comments, Instagram comments, DMs, emails, and WhatsApps. This is just like an everyday thing that I have to do so that nothing gets like missed. So once that's done, I already have the video edited. I need to just add a sticker of a screenshot of a comment or something that someone sent onto the video and re-upload it on Instagram and schedule it again because I forgot to do that yesterday. So that's the first thing I need to do. Then I need to script for two brand collabs. They've already sent me the brief. Then I have to shoot 3 YouTube Shorts videos. I'm just gonna call this person Shay number 2, okay? Because Shay number 2 is not coming today. We are not going to be focusing on editing any of these content pieces. I am only going to shoot them and keep them ready so that tomorrow when she comes in, she has enough content to sit and edit. Yeah, I have to just make sure to shoot content for the YouTube vlog, and all of this I'm hoping to get done before lunch so that around 3 o'clock, 3:30, my trainer is gonna come and I'm gonna have a workout session today. So I need to be ready by that time. Also, another thing I really have to do today is clear my laptop and space. Now I'm just gonna get into doing these things, and hopefully, because I've given you context as to what I'm doing, you will already understand and I don't have to check in and tell you this is what I'm doing. Hello. So, I've done most of my things on my list that I mentioned. I only am yet to now shoot the 3 YouTube shots, but my brain is so fried. So, I'm going to take a break, and I'm thinking I might even shoot this like after my gym if I'm just too tired now, because I can feel like some pain is starting to brew from sitting in one position for too long. So I'm gonna go read my book or do something else just to clear my head, and then we shall reconvene at a later point with work. So yeah. Hello. So I just finished my workout. I had a nap after lunch, and then I finished my workout, and the time is around like 5 o'clock ish. I am very hungry now, so I'm gonna have a protein shake and maybe something else. I'm not sure. But ideally, now is the time where I would be shooting the aforementioned 3 videos and keeping it ready for tomorrow. But I'm not feeling the vibe. And therein lies the benefit of being a content creator and working for yourself, because some days you don't feel like your face is looking good, or you feel tired, or you're like not just creatively feeling it. So, because you work on a weekly basis, at least for me, I work on like a whole week basis, right? So if I already have some content ready, prepped, and sorted for like today, for example, then it's not like an immediate need for me to shoot it right now. But still, I hope like me explaining how I go about planning my content and how I go about deciding what I need to do every single day gives you some insight, because I do that process on a daily basis, and I also do the content planning process on a weekly basis. But see, for example, now I've planned for next week already, and I'm working in advance enough that I can afford an evening like this where I can just not do anything. Yeah, I'm kind of enjoying taking a slower pace. So I'm gonna do that without feeling guilty about it. I'm gonna sit here and have my protein shake. This one is from Isopure, and just enjoy of ages because they don't have any actives in them. Which shade should I try?
He's a 9.5. Yeah, that's. The next size? No, not a carry, but that's why I don't like.
Hello, I watched Marty Supreme yesterday, and it was such a good film. Like 11 on 10, I rated. It was so good. Like, I didn't do too much research into it before I went, which I think helped a lot. But even apart from that, I think the movie talks about and covers so many different things that, depending on who you are, you'll definitely have something to take away from the movie. I found it to be so gritty and so chaotic and so true to life. It felt so New York, like I just felt like I was transported to that time and space. And I love the costumes. I love like the whole storytelling aspect. I think they did such a good job. I'm like nobody to be giving a review on this as if I'm some critic, but you should watch it 100%, especially in the theater. Go by yourself if you can. I just love going to the theater by myself. Highly recommend it. Like, initially in the first half, I was making certain judgments about the character, and then in the second half, I was like confronted with a totally different aspect to the main guy. I don't know. I was like bawling after a certain point in the movie, I was just crying. I just couldn't help the tears. It was so good. You should 100% go and watch it. And with that, I think we're gonna wrap up the vlog. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you had a good time watching this one. Let me know what you want to see next. Make sure to subscribe, comment, all of that good stuff, and I'll see you next week. Bye.